can toxicity heal, right? Is there those plants that can do that? And the answer is a resounding yes. And one of the best examples is aconite. So let's take a little step back so we're clear what we're talking about here, because this is one where there's 200 species and you need to know the botanical names. Do look them up. I have terrible pronunciation. In the West, we're talking about Aconitum napellus, right? There's a beautiful homeopathic remedy, Aconitum napellus, that's beautiful for making use of this herb safely. And in Oriental medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, we are talking about Aconitum charmichaeleae. And there are a couple of other varieties. I go into it in our healing herb session on this plant and certainly on the webpage. But here I want to focus on those two. And in particular on the TCM variety, because this is where there's a 2,000-year-old history of using this herb as a very potent and powerful medicine, properly grown and processed, right? In the West, the variety was largely just used as an assassination tool, right? Poisons killed the queen, killed the wolves, hence the common name Wolfbane, and or monkshood, which is how the plant looks. It has this kind of over-hooded petal that comes down and looks like a monk. And it wasn't really till the 18th century that they started looking at all at other potential medicinal benefits of aconite. But in Oriental medicine, it's an herb that even some of the earliest texts talk about aconite, and it was used as a Taoist elixir for longevity. So here's one that can kill you, but again, grown in the proper place where it gets the best minerals, harvested properly, cleansed properly, processed. There's like 70 different ways to process this herb. It will remain toxic, but the toxicity goes way, way down and it becomes a medicine, and then it becomes a matter of what you're blending it with, right? This is one of those herbs that it's often blended with licorice, ginger, ginseng, all of which have abilities to help pull toxicities out. And so in thousands of years of using this medicine, they've learned those kinds of balances. And what it becomes in this case is an herb where that toxicity can go right up against the toxicity of cancer, of endocrine disorders, right? Including Cushing's disease, Graves' disease, cardiac arrest, arrhythmias, right? We're talking the big time stuff, severe headaches, right? This is one that gets in and unclogs the system and gets things moving. It's considered to be a yang tonifying herb, right? This is one of those herbs that's hot. It's going to get that cold that's frozen the system and got it locked, right? Heart's gone into seizure. Your limbs, pain is stuck. It's deep. It's not going away. This is the herb that gets grown right, processed right, blended properly, and all of a sudden you have a medicine that can come in and really do the work that nothing else has managed to do before. It's even called the king of the 100 herbs, right? So ginseng is the king of herbs, just period, in Oriental medicine, but the king of the 100 herbs is aconite, and it's because of this capacity to really come in as a medicine where others dare not go, right? And so you want to use it with caution. I go into a lot more about the subtleties between the Western and the Eastern herb in our healing herb health session on aconite. Do visit the website for more information, because this is an herb you want to know about, and the homeopathic remedy may be a good way for you to get some of this in your system very, very safely. So yes, the answer is toxicity can be a powerful medicine. It's sort of one of those of, you got a bad gang, you got cancer in there running amok. It's a nasty group of characteristics, and all of a sudden something bigger and tougher comes in and goes out. That's aconite. And surprisingly, in its ability to do that, it also has been used as this longevity herb to deepen one's total sense, not just living longer physically, but the idea of actually opening up the channels to an enhanced spiritual life. That's big magic. Big, big magic.